All right, here we go. How you guys doing? Hell's Cat Death here, sitting here with Pants. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you, sir?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Kind of excited and to see what's going to go on here. This is all live. There is no delay. Um, so I hope everybody enjoys the show. Pants, I'll let you take the floor.
So I want to welcome everybody to tuning in. Tonight is the first night of Wednesday Night Fights Dream Teams Fantasy Draft. I'm excited. Can't wait to get this rolling. I can't wait to start watching these team owners start picking tankers. And I know everybody's been excited all week, and here is the hype right here and now. So you're going to watch 8 team captains roll through a snake draft. So what you're going to see is MVG is going to have the first pick. And then after MVG, I'm scrolling down to my draft board right now. You're going to have Quevelin picking, followed by Black Death, Ace, King Sticky, Rah Rah, Cowboy, then Hells. For round 2, Hells is going to have the first pick. So he's going to have back-to-back picks. He's going to have the last pick of the first round and the first pick of the second round. Then it would be Cowboy, Rah Rah, Sticky, Ace, Death, Quevelin, MVG, and then MVG would also have the first pick of the third round. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see. And I think everybody's been a little hyped up over who's going to be the first pick, and there are a lot of good tankers out there. So you guys ready to get this rolling?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So it's
All
in the
right.
background. It's just going to be me, guys. So you're not actually going to see anything. I know Pants said watch. So you're going to hear everything go down the board with me playing around in the background.
I am going to let Hells announce the first pick. And I'm going to tell you guys now the first pick is in. And I will let Hells go ahead and announce the first pick, round 1, pick number 1 of the fantasy draft.
Alrighty, this is pretty exciting. The suspense builds. I'm waiting to see. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Pick 1. First one out of the gates, Ruptured Ninja. Congratulations, sir. You're pick number 1.
Moving on to round 1, pick number 2. That's going to put Quevelin on the clock. His pick is in. Quevelin's pick is in.
Alright, here we go. Here we go. Say thank you for that follow there. Here we go. Second tanker to be picked this evening. Sir Tubbins. Sir Tubbins. Congratulations, sir.
That puts Black Death on the clock. Round 1, pick number 3. And his pick is in. Look at this. Wow.
Alrighty, that's waiting for it. I expected this pick. This pick here is a great pickup. Congratulations. Steel Titan, you've been called to duty there, sir. So exciting. Let's everybody be keeping track here.
So that brings us to our next pick, and this is going to be round 1, pick number 4. And that's going to bring us to Ace.
Ooh, Ace got a pick. What's going on? Sting's wondering where can I see the picks?
They're being shown up on the draft board currently.
Okay, I will get that all set up for you guys. Give me 2 moments.
Everybody can see the draft board. So as they're coming in, you guys should be able to look at the draft board. You can't post in there, but you can see it. And Ace's pick is in.
Go ahead and call this one out while I.
So pick number 4 coming in from Ace is going to be Virality.
Virality. Ooh.
Another solid tanker going in the first round, and I think I had him projected 4 or 5 up there on that list. Solid player, 7F player, great pick.
Yes.
And with that brings us to King Sticky with round number 1, pick number 5.
Just so you guys know out there in the free world, I apologize for any spelling mistakes. Just trying to get it down, fellas.
Absolutely, no problem at all. And Sticky's pick is in. Sticky's pick is in. Round number 1. And this is pick number 5. Going to Magna Flashboy. Solid player out of Fame. Round number 1, pick number 5 was Magna Flashboy.
All right. So everybody seeing there, that's where you want to go. Draft board. I'm showing them up on my board. So there you go.
And that's going to bring us to Rah Rah's pick. Round 1, pick number 6, going to Rah Rah. We're waiting for that pick to come in. This should be interesting. Waiting on Rah Rah's pick. Still waiting on Rah Rah's pick.
All right, back so I can be able to chat with everybody.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what's now?
I'm hoping Rah-Rah's out there. He's going to be cutting it close. Come on, Rah-Rah, or you're going to get passed, and that pick is going to end up in the last round.
Row.
All right, I didn't have it open to everybody, so I am now opening. Speak now. I'm opening up the draft board so everybody can read it.
Okay, what are we supposed to do here, sir?
So as soon as it hits the 2-minute timer, he is going to get passed over, and that pick will go to Cowboy. But I am still waiting. He's got just a moment. I was just trying to figure something out. Rah-Rah is going to get passed. And his countdown. Rah-Rah gets passed. No pick in the first round. Next pick goes to Cowboy. Cowboy is now on the clock. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Timeout. Timeout. At the moment of truth, Rah-Rah comes in with a pick. I'm going to give it to Rah-Rah on this one. Rah-Rah's pick, round 1, pick number 6. Wayside Bat. Round number 1, pick number 6 was Wayside Bat. And now we are off to Cowboy. Waiting on Cowboy's pick. Cutter, if this were your pick right here, who would you take with this next pick?
Honestly, I'm seriously surprised that Gulius has not been selected as of now.
I know. He was my first selection.
And you guys broke it. I'm like sitting here with my fingers crossed, and I'm like, oh yeah, everybody's passing him up. Everybody's passing him up. Damn it! Damn it! I might be commentating too, but yes, I have my picks also. Yes, I have my picks also. Oh, I want to say thank you everybody coming in while we're waiting on this.
Yes, sir. Cowboy
Cheater.
is going to end up getting passed over.
But,
He doesn't get one in here.
Baka calling me a cheater. I don't think there's a real way to cheat on this system, really. I'm gonna be like, I can do the whole poll, like, do the whole poll, like, Rah-Rah pick before me. Let's see here, what did Rah-Rah pick? What did Rah-Rah pick? Yeah, Wayside. Yeah, Wayside. He took my Wayside. Pick someone else. Wayside. Someone else.
Intoxicated, let's go. I need that pick. You're out there listening.
Oh, because you two are in his server talking. Hellcat best cheater. Oh, that's not fair. That's a whole bunch of Team Beaver guys out there, I think.
Uh-oh.
That dirty beaver. It's okay.
And it looks like Cowboy is going to get passed. You've literally got less than a minute to get me that pick, Cowboy. If you're out there listening right now, you have less than a minute.
There's actually another super pick that just showed up in the Twitch chat. So we'll see how this goes.
And Cowboys pick number 1 is voided. 2-minute timer has expired. That brings us to our next pick, and he's going to be picking back to back, and it's going to go back to Cowboy. So with that, Hells has the last pick of the first round and the first pick of the second round. Coming at you guys.
All right. Let's see here. So it's up to me for. Oh, I already know who my first pick is. It's my pick, right?
Yes, sir, it is.
Do I have to type it in, or can I just say it out loud?
Oh, no. If you just say it, we got it.
Well, yeah, Julius Boozer, you're down with the sickness. So that's my pick.
Julius going to be the last pick of the first round. And we're moving on to round number 2.
Oh, no. I just expected so many more people gone. Oh,
Love
no.
the chat.
Oh, Nikes. It's between two guys now. Oh, goodness gracious. Can I talk to you about this? These two probably know.
Go ahead.
Oh, crap. There's still that guy, too? Oh, man, this sucks. Okay, this is a lot harder.
A lot of good takers.
So of course, you got Kellen Martin, outstanding tanker. You know, he gets everything done. But then I'm like, there's Parco. What do I do there? And then there's like a whole bunch. And then Dola, and then like Flash, Hesh. Oh my God, this is hard. Oh crap. Stank's still out there. Spicy tanker, he's a good guy. Oh, and there's Anarch. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Oh, crap. Oh, if I have Julius, I might as well pick up Parco too. Why not?
And there you go. Parco getting picked next. First pick of the second round goes to Parco. And that puts Cowboy back on the clock. And he just popped in and said, sorry. I'm going to ping him again that it's his pick. And let's see what happens.
Man, that was so hard. There's just so many people out there, you know. And then on the other hand, I'm like, God, I have to list everybody. They're going to be mad at me. So then I was like, oh, man. Dude, that was, like, hard. I expected, I'm gonna kick myself also, man. I should have got Kellen, but man, there was a part in my brain that was also picking, and everybody be like, why? Because he is a solid points. Wait a minute, I'm not gonna say crap until the end of pick 7. Never mind, I ain't gonna say nothing. I almost give away my own strategy. Oh no. Let's see here.
So we do have a couple backup owners in place. If I fail to get a pick this round from Cowboy, he is going to be replaced as an owner.
I should have picked Beaver. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Beaver next, guys. Everybody go after Beaver. He's the hot.
That's so wrong.
Everybody
He's
go
not
out.
even here to protect himself.
I know,
defend
right?
Himself.
Yep. He gets back at me with the smear campaign. I get back at him by, violence.
There you go.
The timer is about to expire on Cowboy again. He just messaged too in the chat that his Twitch wasn't working. And I told him to pay attention.
All he had to do was look at the draft board.
All right, that's another voided pick from Cowboy. I am still waiting on a response from Kaiser, but he was one person who did message me as being interested in being an owner. If he does get back to me here, he can resume picking for Cowboy. Otherwise, his team is going to be picked. His team is going to be picked. Oh, hang on a minute. Timeout. Here he comes. So this owner is telling me he was not aware where he needed to pick. And all right, I'm going to go ahead and give it to him. Cowboy, round 2, pick number 2. You got denied.
Interesting pick. Got some mad skills.
Yes, he does. And now that will put Raw on the clock with round 2, pick number 3. Just waiting for Raw's pick to come in. All right. Kaiser wants me to bring him up to speed real quick as he is going to take over for Cowboy. Just setting up his permissions, and let's go back and look at Raw Raw's picks. Team Raw Raw. Ooh. And Kellen Martin 7 is the round 2 third pick going to Raw Raw.
Ooh.
And stealing your tanker. And that's going to put Sticky on the clock. What do you think so far, Cutter? What do you think of the picks?
I tell you what, man. Whenever it comes down to game time, man, there are going to be some absolute monster battles go down. Just with these early picks, man, you've just got an incredible amount of super unis that are going to be going at each other, man. Ought to be lots of laughs and just lots of great play.
I think you're right. I don't see any one team so far having an advantage. I'm going to let Hells go ahead and announce this pick from King Sticky. Hang on one second. Let me just find him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There it is.
All right, next up on the chopping block, Toxic Poison 15. Welcome. Made it as a player in this fantasy draft, and King Sticky's pick, right?
That was Sticky. He's on Show Me Your TDs.
All right, there you go. Sticky picking up another great player.
And that brings us back to Ace. Round 2. And Ace's pick is in. I went ahead and messaged you the pick.
All right.
And I'll let Hells announce this one as well.
Going through the messages board and also playing this at the same time. All right. Revered. Congratulations. You have made Ace's pick. What was Ace's team name again?
Team Ace, as
Team
it
Ace.
stands right now.
Is that revered strike?
And
I'm sorry, say that again. I missed that
What
completely.
is this? What
Not
is
gonna lie.
Revered's full gamer tag?
Reverend Beast.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's Daddy Rev. Sorry, Daddy Rev. It's not
Oh.
Reverend Beast. It is Daddy Rev.
oh, Daddy Rev. Okay.
You got me.
Revered. I'm like, okay. I was trying to remember every 7F member that was. I'm like, was there ever revered? I don't know.
I think I was actually.
Sorry, Reverend Beast, not today. And that puts Black Death 409 back on the clock.
Not even. See how long I can stay alive. Just parked here. Draft board. Okay.
And Black Death's pick is in. And that is going to be Cutter Deeply going in the second round.
Really? Great job. Great job, Cutter.
You know, fellas, there's got to be a potato in the mix of all of these steaks out there. Come on, let's do
And that'll
this.
put Quevlin back on the clock.
That's what I get for looking at the draft board. Sitting here playing the game and not really paying attention, looking at the draft board. Like, did this cool pivot, park, stop, looked at an area, and then looked at the draft board. Sorry, guys. Potato being shown tonight.
Oh, before I reveal Quevlin's pick, I'm going to go ahead and add Reverend Beast back onto the list. I had to go in and edit some settings real quick so I could do that. Okay, now we're going to go check out the Panda Express. And with the 7th pick of the second round belongs to V Tanker. Another extraordinary tanker. I think this is actually right where I projected him. Actually, you know what? I think I had V Tanker in the first round. But congratulations, V Tanker, and to round out the top 16 picks, this will be the last pick of round number 2. And MVG will also get the first pick of the third round. Yes, for everybody asking, when I read Ace's message and he said Rev, I thought he was talking about Reverend Beast, but he was talking about Daddy Rev.
Everybody in Twitch is having a great little time chatting in there. It's pretty awesome.
Round number 2, the last pick of round number 2 belongs to Rage for Bacon.
Solid tanker.
He is paired up with Ruptured Ninja. And now we're just waiting on round 3, pick number 1 again from MVG.
God, this is going to be a long round. My heart's like, I have like this list of 3, and I'm just do. Remember, first Nick, someone needs to pick him up. He throws up 3K damage almost every game he plays. That's Beaver. Pick him up. Everybody needs a Beaver. Beaver's watching at work, cussing at me. You know he is.
And it looks like MVG's pick coming in for round 3, pick number 1. Oh, he decided to edit it and stop typing it out. Ooh, we have a staff member again.
Don't tell me
going
it's
in
Anarchy.
round 3, pick number 1.
Don't tell me it's a.
You guessed it.
Oh,
It's
damn it,
Anarchy.
You should have picked Bacon. I mean, not Bacon. Beaver. Oh, you suck. All right, that's one of my 3 gone now.
Anarchy, round 3, pick number 1. Congratulations, TBG Anarchy. I know you're out there watching or listening. And that is going to put Quevelin back on the clock.
I want a Beaver gone. I wasn't letting him to. Anarchy was on my list.
All right. And I told this guy earlier, I thought he was going to go round 2 or round 3, and here he is. Pick number 2 of round number 3 is going to be STLX Stang. And he's going to the Panda Express with Quevelin. And Black Death 409 going back on the clock.
Dude, he has like a stacked team, man. Get Bacon. Stacked. And then Quez team. Oh, man, this is like heartbreaking. I wish I did have a cheat, huh?
Round number 3. Black Death, round number 3 with the second pick. Dola, 1799.
Good.
Coming in round 3, pick number 3.
Great pick, sir. Great pick.
And that is going to put Ace back on the clock.
Man, Twitch chat is just keeping me rolling, man. This is awesome.
So for Black Death, he's got a really good team going here. I'll tell you what, he's got Steel Titan Dola, and Cutter. That's a good foundation he's got.
Yes, it is. Yeah, that's, wasn't Dola number 1 in the first in the alpha?
He was. He came in with the most damage.
So yeah, I mean, seasoned. Knows how to get the damage.
Okay. Coming in, round 3, pick number 4. The Flash 52. Another solid player who showed up last night. Did a good job in that little pro day scrimmage we had.
Okay, he did a really good job in the bet chat last night. Really good job.
So who's up
All
next?
right, moving on. That is putting King Sticky back on the clock. King Sticky going back on the clock. Show me your TDs.
That was a clever team name. All the chat that's going on in the Twitch chat, you don't even.
Ace picked you, Flash. Still see a lot of good tankers left on this board. A couple I'm kind of surprised I still see them sitting there. And Sticky's pick is in. I think he is trying to build himself a EU team here, as he picks Fred Carries with his next pick in the draft. And that's going to put Ra Ra on the clock. Ra Ra is having some difficulties with Twitch, so I'm pinging him. And he has put his pick in, but I'm going to go through and edit the last pick. And Ra Ra's pick is in. I'm going to give this one over to Ace, or I mean over to Hells.
All right. See what we got. All right. Next, get up to be picked. A Clutch Force. Congratulations. You have made it.
Now that's going to put the new team owner on the clock this round. That is going to pick, or that's going to put Kaiser, who's taking over as an owner, on the clock.
I apologize, guys. What was Robo's third pick?
A Clutch.
A Clutch Force.
A Clutch.
All right. Kaiser has responded. He is available. He is talking right now. He's just asking how long he has as a new. Here we go. Third round, 7th pick, going to Kegger Panther.
I have an extension.
Kegger Panther going 3rd round.
On my time.
It's getting more difficult now, isn't it? As that puts you back on the clock with the last pick of the 3rd round and the first pick of the 4th.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I still see a lot of good names out there.
Right. Let's go ahead and do Phoenix Astros.
Decisions.
Yeah, I'll take. Why not? Let's do Phoenix. Man. Now I get to pick again.
You get to pick again, sir.
Ah, crap. Let's go with Hesh. Hesh diplomacy.
Hesh Diplomacy coming in with the first pick of the 4th round. All right. Pick number 2 of the 4th round is going to Kaiser, who is now going to be on the clock.
I will be right back, bud.
You got it, sir. All right. We're going to wait on Kaiser now. So Kaiser had a missed pick in the 1st round. So what that means is he is going to have a pick at the very end after everybody's drafted. He can take anybody for what you would, I guess, consider the 11th round. All right, coming in at round 4, pick number 2, Valto. So that leaves Kaiser right now with You Got Denied, Kegger Panther, and Valto. And that will put Rah Rah back on the clock. I'm going to let Cutter do it. Cutter, are you still here, sir?
Yeah, I do not have access to the rest of Discord though while I'm trying to keep this updated, brother.
I was going to let you call out this pick, but since you're so busy being a one of the best guys ever helping me out, I'll go ahead and call it up. So Rah Rah's pick, which is round 4, pick number 3, is going to be Patanji. Another on your 6 player going round 4, pick number 3. And that is going to put Sticky back on the clock. King Sticky up on the clock now, and he's right now carrying an EU team. Magna, Toxic, and Fred Carries. Sticky's pick is coming in. Looks like we got a mind change here as he stopped typing. Kaiser, if you're listening right now, you can trade picks. If you want to trade, let's say your next round pick in exchange for 2 picks from somebody else, or trade players, trade maybe a second round pick to somebody for 2 other picks, trades are allowed. And Sticky's pick is in. He's heading back over to the North American players as he goes with the Spicy Tanker from L7. That was round 4, pick number 4. And that's going to put Ace back on the clock. Ace's pick is in. Ace's pick is in, and he has gone with Maximo's 92. That's going to be round 4, pick number 5. Maximo's 92.
Alrighty, sir. I'm back.
Now that's going to put Black Death back up there. Go ahead, sir.
How's it going? I guess I need a look on the...
We're going. So it looks like we got some strong teams forming here. I don't think there's any real one advantage. I think the teams are pretty even right now.
If you write
Black Death is now on the clock. Give him a moment to come up with a pick. And let's see what he has to say. And Black Death comes out with I Pure Nonsensal. That was a pick that I think, I'm a big fan of that pick right there. I don't think a lot of people know about him, but he's definitely a good tanker. And with that pick, we're going to have Quevelin from Panda Express back on the clock. As we wait, if some of you guys get the opportunity, go ahead and go into the Discord for Wednesday Night Fights. Take a look at the draft board. If you scroll down to the bottom, you can see where every tanker stands right now. Let me rephrase that. You can see who every team has picked for a tanker. Quevelin's pick is in. Quevelin has come in with a pick. And with the round 4, pick number 7. Quevelin staying close to home and taking Murphy Mahler. That's going to put MVG back on the clock. I have a good feeling, I'm not going to say it till he does, but I have a good feeling I know exactly who he's going to pick with this next pick. Just looking at some of these names left on this board, there are still a lot of good tankers sitting out there. Oh, surprise pick. Going in the 8th pick of the 4th round, Warthog. Warthog is definitely a great tanker out of KMD. And this was the pick. I guess it didn't matter which order he did it in, but he went ahead and stayed close to home just like Quevelin did and went with Jesus Crust. And that was pick 1 of the 5th round. and that is going to put Quevelin back on the clock. And this is nearing the halfway point of the draft. Irene Twitch. Jesus, you just got to steal, sir. And Quevelin's pick is in. He is trying to build himself a straight up Immortals team with a few other very good players in it, as he goes with Brawling Number. Round number 5, pick number 2. I am still surprised, actually, that Brawling lasted that long. And that puts Black Death back on the clock. So recapping some of Black Death's picks, his first pick in round 1 was Steel Titan. Coming up in round 2 was Cutter Deeply. Third round was Dola. Fourth round was I Pure.
Good tanker still left. Good tanker. Quevelin's got himself a nice solid 5-man front now, so.
And here we go. Round number 5. Pick number 3 belongs to Segmented Dig.
Good pickup.
That puts Ace back on the clock. Ace's team so far: Virality, Daddy Rev, The Flash, and Maximos 92. 4 7F tankers right there.
A little bit. Keep forgetting I'm looking at my keyboard that I'm watching.
That's fine. Ace's pick is in. I'm going to go ahead and delete some of these other ones off the draft board before I go ahead and call out his pick. Just trying to get myself a little caught up here. For those who don't know, I'm actually handwriting down all these names just so that way I can go back afterwards and give them all access to the proper channel. So without any further delay, round number 5, pick number 4 belongs to X Tank Killer X. And that's going to put Sticky back on the clock. As we wait for Sticky's pick to come in, so far he has Magna Flash Boy, Toxic Poison, Red Carries, and the Spicy Tanker. So he's definitely got a good team there. He's got some of the best EU players on his team right now. And I'm not too familiar with all these players, but I think he's got probably 2 or 3 callers already on his team.
There you go. It's always good to have the callers sometimes, you know. I know that was one of my strategies. At least get one, because you can get some possible. Sorry, I'm also in like 3 other chats, so I'm playing like butt.
Oh yeah. He actually private messaged me this one, but I'm going to go ahead and just take that one off the list. Since I have a hard time calling this guy by his first 2 initials, because I have too much respect for the show, we're going to go with Trailer Park Boys Conky with the round 5, pick number 5.
I was actually thinking about Conky. Driving around the map. YOLO across the hill.
And that's going to put...
Just now started reading...
That is going to put Raw Raw back on the clock. Go ahead, sir.
How hard it is being in Discord conversations, tanking, and also watching Twitch chat.
Yes, sir. I totally feel for you right now.
I just try to make that round to like go completely wanted. God, I'm being garbage right now. Oh, this is too much fun. Oh, I'm having too much fun.
And Raw Raw's pick now in.
Brawny Prey, thanks for the follow.
So with the 6th pick of the 5th round, King Baka.
Oh, that was actually... Alright.
And that is going to put Kaiser back on the clock. I see Kaiser's name in here, so I know he's paying attention.
My pick hopefully is playing. Really hoping that he gets played now.
With the 7th pick of the 5th round, Kaiser going with We Have Lasers. Another on your 6 guy. Going in the 5th round.
Nice. Good kid. Good kid.
That was a good pick. And that brings us over to Hells.
I'll go with Ian.
Ian, 85. Ian G, 85. And for the first pick of the 6th round, sir. See some interesting picks still left there. I don't want to call them out because I don't want to alert anybody to them. Give anybody an unfair advantage right now.
Yeah.
Raw actually has a trio of on your 6 guys on his squad so far. It's pretty crazy.
So what are we thinking, Hells? What is your next pick? Round 1? Or I'm sorry, round 6, pick number 1.
All right.
I still see a couple of big names out there.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with. Let's go with 0. Take 0 then.
X zeroed in. X zeroed in X going round number 6, pick number 1. And that's going to bring us back to Kaiser for round 6, pick number 2. So here we go. Kaiser's pick. Round number 6, pick number 2 belongs to Baconating.
There you go.
Round 6, pick 2, Baconating. It's a good pick. Now we're over to Raw Raw, or round number 6, pick number 3.
That's actually a great pick. I was going to actually call him out. Zeda's, kind of a unknown clan for WNF, and that man just came out last night and just did a masterful job in an E5 on steps.
That is very correct, sir. Very correct.
Here's another good pick, and I was kind of surprised this guy's lost it as long as he has, but don't blink. 97 going as pick number 3 of the 6th round. Over to King Sticky for pick number 4 of the 6th round.
Don't mind me, guys. I'm digging into a hole so I can look at the draft board. Oh, I used a dead tank and a wall. Okay, I think I'm okay. Making this tough, man. Oh, I should have kept looking that way, darn it. There. Just kill me, please. There. I'm gonna park right there. Oh, I hate that when people ping me and says it's... I could have, totally clutched the game. No, not really. Oh, man, he's still up on the board, too.
Sticky's team right now. He's got himself Flash Boy, Toxic Poison, Fred Carries, the Spicy Tanker, and Trailer Park Boys Conky. Let's see who else.
Realize it.
I see one name towards the top that I'm surprised. I don't think he makes it out of this round. 2 names towards the top.
Yeah.
A couple names in the middle.
Yeah.
A couple names at the bottom side too.
I was like, oh. My trick is I picked up some all-stars and then some guys that, I've seen them play so many times and I've got a pretty good average in my brain of the typical damage that they hold out, that they do per, and they're always like the unsung hero. They're not always the, oh, he did out 5,000. Okay, let me correct that. It does happen, but they've kept a pattern of doing damage between like 2,700 to 3,200 a game. So I think my picks are right in the ballpark of that region, where they do solid numbers all the time. So, but yet again, I mean, a lot of these guys have home runs. This is gonna be difficult. I mean, man. I've seen some of these
All right,
guys.
Sticky's pick is in.
Oh, go ahead, sir.
Sticky's pick is in, and he is taking another staff member.
Really?
WNF's very own face that runs the place, Beaver.
Oh, he took Beaver.
And that puts Ace back on the clock.
That is a great pick for anybody that needs good, really good cannon fodder for their squad.
He always knows who's on Team Hellcat. I mean, just shove him out there. He'll be fine. He will put up some good damage. Or damage blocked. One of the two. I love you, Beef. He's gonna be messaging me. You're a huge, giant male appendage.
Ace back on the clock now, and his team right now led by Virality in the first round, Daddy Rev, The Flash, Maximus 92, who's a somewhat good caller, and the Tank Killer, who can also call as far as I know.
Yep.
And his 6th round pick, Justin Bacon. Justin Bacon going in the 6th round. Pick number 6. And now we're moving on to Black Death. And his team right now consisting of Steel Titan, Cutter Deeply, Dola, and Eye Pure, as well as Segmented Dig. Black Death back on. Oh, and he's got his pick in, so let's go see what he's got over here. And he's going to go with a guy that kind of flew under the radar. I believe he is. I could be wrong about this, but I believe he is the caller for Zeta in Clone Guy 72.
Yeah.
And that puts Quevlin back on the clock.
Yeah. Which immortals are left? Let's see here. Voltos?
I don't think there's any left. All the immortals are off the board.
It's equivalent. Picked them all up. Equivalent. Hog them all.
So right now, Quevlin has Sir Tubbins, V-Tanker, STL Stang, Murphy Mauler, and Brawling Number. He's going to have to go outside for this one. Let's see what he does. And he's going to go with himself a caller in Cav Ranger in his round 6, pick number 7. And that puts MVG back on the clock.
GC's caller. GC and Commander. Oh, Commander.
Here we go. MVG's team right now led by Ruptured Ninja, Rage for Bacon, TBG Anarchy, Warthog, and Jesus Crust a Second. I like that team. I really like that team.
Solid.
And he's going to go with another 7F guy who's still on the board with the last pick of the 6th round, and that is the Logic.
Oh, darn you.
I think that was the last 7F tanker left. And now going on to round number 7, pick number 1. He is going to go with IR Dirt Rider 27, 127.
There you go. Solid.
And that's a good that's a good medium tanker right there. Now we're gonna go back over to the Panda Express and Equivalent for round number 7, pick number 2. And these are where the picks are gonna start becoming interesting. These are gonna be your guys that are going to make or break your team right here. You got some of the high caliber players in the first few rounds. Now you're going to be picking the tankers that are going to be your backbone to any team. And let's see where Quevelin goes with this. I think he's thinking hard about this one.
Yeah.
It's starting to dwindle.
I got my next pick one all set up, but
That's if he's still there.
yeah, that's the worry.
All right. Another on your 6 guy taken off the board. An HM8K420 is gone.
Oh, damn it, he was still on there.
And that brings us over to Black Death.
Looks like Quiv has moved from Immortals to Canada with that last pickup. Always need a really polite guy on the squad, you know. Got to have your one Canadian.
Yeah. But
Black Death coming in with his next pick. And he's going to go over to a clan that's going to get their first guy in on this competition. Coming out of Eye for an Eye, Michael. Good pick right there.
Yeah, that's a
good pick.
And who's up now?
That brings us back to Ace.
Hey.
Ace now has 4 picks left in the draft, including this one. So coming back around, there will be a couple more slots per team. Ace's pick is now coming in. And he's going to take a guy that I was kind of high on, that I said, this guy's probably going to be a sleeper pick for a lot of people. He's going to take one of the first Spanish guys off the board. And as far as I know, the only Spanish guy on the board, and that is It's a Risk with pick number 7. Or, I'm sorry, round 7, pick number 4.
Little Latina love.
And that brings us over to King Sticky.
What's he next? think I just picked up my person for this next round.
So Sticky had himself a few of the European guys, as discussed earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Then he came back over to the North Americas and picked Conky, Spicy Tanker, and Beaver.
Yeah, Beaver is a good pickup. I'm glad he picked up Beaver. It's crazy though. Have you ever watched like Beaver and then all those guys that he does at Spicy Tanker, Conky, Beaver, all those guys? I haven't seen too much of the Fred Carries here lately, but all those are solid like 3,000 a match, guaranteed almost. So like a solid number. So congratulations out there to Vicky. He's definitely got a good team going on.
Man, I see a guy sitting towards the top of that board. He's not going to last much longer before he's out of there. There's also a couple of guys towards the middle of it. I'm surprised they're still sitting there. And Sticky's pick is in. And with the, what pick are we on here? We are on pick number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick number 6 in the 7th round is, well, it's me. Pants on Ground 85.
Up of a good caller.
Yeah, we're going to be in there with the EU guys. And we're going to move on to Raw Raw with pick number 7 of the 7th round. Or, I'm sorry, he's got pick number 6 and Sticky was pick number 5 of the 7th. So here we go with Raw Raw.
Around. I guess I should get serious and quit just messing around with this little tiny tank. I've just been putting around.
So Raw Raw kind of built, he looked like he was on his way to building kind of a TNG team right off the bat with Wayside, Kellen Martin. He's also got a Clutch Force, Patanji, Baca, and Don't Blink. And he's going to take a guy that I was just talking about that I'm surprised he's still on this board in the Juicy Dirk.
Oh,
round 7.
oh. That was my peak. All right.
And that puts Kaiser on the clock.
Dirk's a good pickup here. What?
All right. I'm reading all this chat right now on reading all the chat on stream right now.
Yeah.
Some good stuff going on. Yeah, it's tough to keep up with that, keep track of all these tankers and write all this stuff down. But Kaiser's pick is in, and Kaiser has gone with Revenge Fizz.
There you go.
Revenge Fizz going in the 7th round, and that brings us to our last pick of the 7th round, and also the first pick of the 8th round with Hells.
Alrighty. here. My pick was Dirk. I'll pick up AO. AO Treachery.
AO Treachery. That was one guy said sitting towards the top that I was surprised was still sitting around.
Yeah.
And there we go. Treachery out. Moving on to the 8th round. Pick number 1.
Wait a minute. I don't get to pick again, right? Whose turn is it now?
Oh, yes, you do. It is your turn again.
Son of a... Alright.
Yeah, back-to-back picks, as you just said, Sting, is super powerful. Because if you're ever stuck, I don't know who I should get, this guy or this guy, pick them both.
I'm gonna pick Wits.
Did you say Wits?
Wits. Yep.
All right.
My old
Wits
teammate.
going in round 8.
My own teammate. Welcome to...
Round 8, pick number 1 was Wits. Kaiser is back on the clock.
Yeah, I know, Sting, but a lot of those, I gotta spread my love because I have some solid numbers going across the board, and I know Wits is one of my men. He gets thrown into pretty much 57 heavy, E4, Conqueror, E5. That guy's throwing me up 3K damage all the time. And Treachery, he's a solid tanker. And he is multi-purpose, so I'm trying to get guys that are all across the board multi-purpose. I could set it and forget it, and these guys do their thing, and just I get to kick back with the ice cold brew and watch the points roll in.
All right, so Kaiser's pick is in. Kaiser going with Gray X, Lost Soul X in his round 8, pick number 2. Moving over to Rah for round 8, pick number 3. Rah so far: Wayside Bat, Kellum Martin, Clutch Force, Batanji, King Baka, Don't Blink, and the Juicy Dirk.
What sucks about this tier 6, you can't pin any of the Japanese heavies. It's so hard unless you load up Prem.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this guy comes out of UGCC, and I believe it to be Chocolateholic one. I could be wrong about that, but
yeah, no,
I think he's in UGCC.
I thought so too. I'm pretty sure.
We're gonna go with that.
Either that or on your 6, but I don't think he was on your 6.
Nah, Chocoholic is in UGCC.
I thought so. All right. And that puts Sticky back on the clock.
TPM's gonna kill me. TPM's gonna kill me. Oh, nope. Oh, I gotta quit being the lone wolf pants. I keep going out on my own. I need to quit doing that.
I'm watching.
Oh.
So Sticky's got quite the interesting team. He's got himself a team loaded with callers.
Yeah, I noticed that. He has that's a lot of calling power that he has mounted. Well, I'm trying to look. It looks like everybody picked. at least has one caller, right? Each team does, if not two.
You know, I'm pretty sure everybody has a caller by now. So let's see. MVG has Anarchy. He's got Rupture. Quevelin has Tubbins and Cav Ranger. Black Death has Cutter and Clone. Ace has Virality. He's got Maximus who does some calling, and It's a Risk.
Yeah.
Sticky has almost everybody that calls. And then Rah has Kellen. He's got...
Yeah.
I don't know if Baca calls or not. I believe he does.
Yeah, Baca definitely has calling experience.
Kaiser's got... I'm not sure who he's got as a caller.
Is Kaiser the only one?
He's definitely got some... He's got You Got Denied, Kegger Panther, Volto, We Have Lasers, Baconating, Revenge Fizz, and Grey Law Soul.
Yeah, I don't know of any of those.
And Sticky coming in with Mr. One Know It.
That's another good pickup.
It is. And that moves us right along over to Ace. Round 8. Pick number 5.
Another jab.
That's always fun.
Yeah. You got me with it.
And Ace coming in with a pick of UT Absolute.
Ooh,
For
yeah.
his 8th round pick, UT Absolute. And that brings us back to Black Death 409. His pick is now coming in. He already owns Steel Titan, Cutter Deeply, Dola, iPure Nonsensal, Segmented Dig, Clone Guy and Michael, as well as Raging Warrior 85.
Raging.
He wrote 85, but I know it is 89. And that brings us over to the Panda Express and Quevelin with the next pick in the draft.
Quevelin, I'm just gonna
Let's
put
go.
this out there right now, man. I'd love me some orange chicken, brother. Got to have it.
So Quevelin back on the clock with his 8th pick, which is the round 8. Pick number 7. See what he does here. See who he goes for. And I'm just going to look at this draft board and let's see who we got left out there. Some of my favorites I see out there. Let's see. We see Dexter Man sitting out there. DWP, Freakylicious. King of Guns, 894. Casador BR, I believe he'd be a caller for Selva. Reverend Beast, Smirnoff, The Cynic, Stinger, Zach's Music Box, John McLean. Some of the guys left out there, and Quevelin went with Freakylicious for his 8th round pick.
That's a really good pick. Freaky is freaky good in that E4.
And MVG back on the clock with his round 8, pick number 8. Let's get Freaky off this board. There he is. Freaky is now off the board.
All right. Oh wait, did I just see something? Tog? Oh no. That was a Tog boat. It was World of Warships.
MVG going with an old buddy, old pal of his in Rando.
Rando. Oh yeah. I forgot about Rando. Rando, he's a good caller and good medium tanker. So, he's a darn good heavy taker also.
And then MVG will be able to pick again, heading into round 9. 2 rounds left of the draft. The completion of round 9 and round 10. Now, please do keep in mind, if you do not get drafted, okay, I will make sure you get into play. If somebody drops out of the event and cannot play, you can also be added in. But worst case scenario, we will get all the players who do not get drafted into a game, probably the night of the championship, and you guys will play like 3 to 5 games, just like everybody else is probably going to do as well.
Yep. So all of the non-selected tankers are still you're still part of the whole thing. And I tell you what, part of Wednesday Night Fights and me, what I'll do is the MVP of the Night of the Tankers that did not get picked, I'll go with the top 5. How about you, top 5? I'll go with the top 5 picked out from all the championship commentators, and all 5 of you guys will get codes. I'll hook you up with some premium time. We'll get you taken care of. You think that's pretty fair, their pants?
I certainly do, yes, sir.
For all
I totally
the
agree.
tankers that didn't get picked, so still got a game. And if there's not enough, I mean, the championship game is going to be only going to take up so much time, so we can have a couple matches with even if we split it into, because of being so many people, we could split it into 2 different matches. I mean, if they go by fast enough.
Oh yeah, yeah,
so
absolutely.
We can get everybody in. So everybody will still get everybody in.
Still waiting on MVG's pick. He's got the first pick of round number 9. So we got the completion of round 9 and then the completion of round number 10, and that will conclude the draft. And he's going to go with another good friend of his. I'm not sure if he's going to use this guy as a caller, but he's a good pickup either way. And he is going to go with XKUI Stinger.
Oh, Stinger. Yay. Good friend of mine.
Quevelin back on the clock with his round 9 pick. Taking a ride on the Panda Express. Here we go. His pick looks like it's coming in now. And he's going to go with an Immortals favorite. These guys are always rooting for this guy, and it's going to be Zach's Music Box. Coming in as the round 9, pick number 2.
will be my last pick of the night, right?
Coming up, once you pick, you're all done. But Black Death is now going to be on the clock. His 8th round pick was Raging Warrior. His 7th was Michael.
Rip.
And Black Death's pick is in. Another Wednesday Night Fight staff member in Dexter Man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good pickup, man.
And that puts Ace back on the clock. Ace now has 2 tanks left. His last pick was UT Absolute. His 7th round pick was It's a Risk. Here we go. Ace's pick coming in, and he's going to go with King of Guns 894.
Oh, good pickup. I've been debating on that one. Good pickup, Ace.
King of Guns 894 going in round number 9. Back over to King Sticky. Let's find King on my board here. Sticky's pick is in, and Sticky is going to go. He's going to steal this one right out from under Hell's because I know he was gunning for this person, but he goes with Lonky 67, round 9. And that puts us down to Rah Rah.
Lucky.
Oh, really? All right. See how it is. It's gonna be a fight, huh?
So, Rah Rah back on the clock now. Nope. And he's going to go with Super Waffles, 398.
I don't know who that is, so I didn't know.
I believe he is a part of VGA, I think. I could be wrong, but I think he's a VGA player. Super Waffles going in round 9. Over to Kaiser for his round 9 pick. we'll see what Kaiser does with this, as he's now on the clock. Just giving him some thoughts and some takers, I think, just as he was pulled into this very last minute and didn't really have a chance to prepare for it. General, I never received that money. I couldn't help you, sorry. That's not to say you're not going to get drafted on your own anyways.
Man, thank you for the follow. You're off. He's now become one of us.
All right, so Kaiser's pick is in, and Kaiser's going to go with Smirnoff. 299, two numbers, and then 199 from Nightmare. And then it's back over to Hells, and Hells is going to be selecting his last two tankers for his team.
All right.
So let me get the rest of these tankers off here and make sure you're not going to try to snag somebody who's already done. But I see some good names out there. Where's Smirnoff? There he is. Still got And I'm Done, Big Kev, Sayak, I think it's Sayaki 93, Carpenter's Boys, Creamy's Puppet, Magic, The Generalissimo, Dampest Duck, DWP, Urkin a Gherkin, Heavy B, Eye for an Eye, HKS, MK3, and Deuces.
I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up Cynic.
The Cynic. Cynic, I'm sorry, but you're not going to be the last pick this time.
And then my final pick. I'm going to go with Dampest. Dampest Duck.
Dampest Duck. Dampest Duck, 420. Pick number 10. All right, back over to Kaiser.
That makes my team done, huh?
That makes your team done. And Hells' team is Goulius Parco, Phoenix Ashes, Hesh Diplomacy, and G85, Zeroed In. There's 2 Euro players right there. AO Treachery, Wits, the Cynic, and Dampest Duck.
That'd be awesome.
Kaiser still has 2 picks. Kaiser gets 1 pick right now, and then it's going to come right back around to Kaiser, as he is the only one that has a comp pick.
All right, so I guess
so after MBG picks, he's going to pick again right after MBG picks. So he's going to pick now, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more picks afterwards.
Was it one of those that, you know, I just tell my team, go out there and kill everybody, and I'll give you $50 each? What do I do? What do I do?
that's the case, I might need to be traded.
It's going to demand one. And he's going to go with another NB player on his team, as he is going to go with Need Disc 234. That was an under-the-radar pick. I can't stress enough how under the radar that really was. A very unknown player, but it's more than capable of holding his own.
BD409.
And we're over to Raw for his last.
Pay to win confirmed, huh? I'm paying them. How am I making any money? I'm paying my team to do good. Oh.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do for Kaiser for coming in late. I think you're right, Sting. I think he deserves something for coming in spur moment and doing this. I think he deserves something. So
I'm gonna give him a nerve.
I'll see what we can do.
I don't know.
You know what? Hey, that would work for me. And Raw with his last pick goes with Monk NB. So Ra's team: Wayside Bat, Kellen Martin, A Clutch Force, Patanji, King Baka, Don't Blink, The Juicy Dirk, Chocoholic 1, Super Waffles, and Monk NB. Sticky now on the clock for his last pick.
I guess one cool thing is, I guess I could make a room right here on the Winston. Here we go. I'm just gonna make a room right here on Wednesday night fights. Invite the team to it.
Oh boy, oh man. I can't even believe I didn't know this. And what a steal. Wow.
What's up?
I didn't know what the guy's Discord name was, and when I asked what's your if your Discord name is the same as your gamer tag, he picked Shia 10. Shia 10 is not Shia 10. That would be the Fish Fan 9001.
Oh, that's not fair, dude.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
All right, so everybody wanted the drama. There's the drama. Oh.
Ouch.
Shenanigans. Shenanigans.
Yes, shenanigans.
I think what we should probably do for Kaiser, since he was down around one pick, I'll go ahead and foot the bill on this one, and I'll try to pull out a tier 3 premium for Kaiser. I'm coming in like something everybody needs.
Okay. Whatever you want to do, sir.
And that's going to put Ace back on the clock for his last pick, as I'm just kind of clearing out the board right now of tankers that have been called. And here we are. And Ace's last pick coming in. I don't think that's an actual pick. Oh. I hate Artie. I don't know who that is as a tanker. I don't see that tanker on here. And he's going to go with Silent from Nightmare. He's going to go with XOI Silent. IOX. Always messes me up when I'm trying to type his name out. And that brings us over to Black Death for his last pick of the night. Here we go with Black Death. United Tankers. He's actually got a pretty interesting composition there. He's got a couple of guys from every team. He's got 2 guys from NB. He's got 2 guys from Nightmare. He's got Immortals, an On Your 6, a UGCC, a Zeta, and an Eye for an Eye. And I am not sure who this guy belongs to. And in fact, I don't even know if I can pronounce his name correctly, but I'm going to try. And it's Saeki 93, Caeke 93. Keiki, something like that. Somebody feel free to try to sound that out for me. All right, and his team is now complete. Heading on over to the Panda Express in Cleveland. Couple picks left on the board. Panda Express chooses Carpenter's Boy from Nightmare. And last but not least, actually he's not going to be last because Kaiser's still going to get a pick. MVG for his final pick of the night. Let's see who he goes with. And with the last pick, round number 10, Omega Reaver GT.
Oh, good.
And now we're going to go back over to Kaiser. Kaiser, I'm going to go ahead and allow you to pick, and then we're going to see what we can do. We'll take a tally or a vote. If there's anything additional we should do for you for coming in, like I said, and helping us out and bailing us out. So we'll see if maybe we allow you to go outside, or if we give you a premium card, a free tier 3 premium tank. We'll discuss it and see what we can do.
Alrighty. And so everybody that has been picked tonight, congratulations. I'm glad to see it was a great turnout. We had a huge amount of viewers come out. That was awesome.
What did it hit? I can't see it on my Xbox.
At one time I was looking over there. Let me look over here. So we've been averaging 54 viewers.
Nice.
And that's been over, almost the entire hour. No, plus some. Yeah, for almost an hour and a half. Yeah, it just slowly started to get down. Yeah, no, it was great.
Kaiser goes with his last pick of the draft, the last choice available to be picked. Congratulations, Big Kev 1815.
Big Kev.
And for everybody else, I thank everybody else for coming out. Once again, you guys are all going to play in another game. You're going to be playing Friday night. If you have not been picked, we're going to split you guys up into teams, and you guys are going to play Friday night.
All right, so I guess then, and all the teams are going to meet up and talk a little bit of strategy. And first game would be at what time again?
First game is Monday at 8 p.m. And if you give me just a moment, I'm just editing this list one last time for all the tankers that got picked so I can keep track of who didn't. Oops, QT Andy I accidentally got rid of. I need to put him back on here. And we'll put him right here. Edit. Andy. Okay. So our first game will be Monday, 8 p.m. I'm just going to roll over and look at the schedule real quick. Let me go back down and let's see.
We will be making a posted schedule for everybody to see.
So the first game of the night is going to be Team Down with the Sickness versus Intoxicated, which is Kaiser's team, which will be renamed. 9 p.m. is going to be Team Ace versus Team Rah Rah.
Interesting.
At 10 p.m. will be Dirty Tankers versus United Tankers.
Ooh.
And then Wednesday, November 8th. This is really round number 2. However, round 1 will have a continuation game at 8 p.m. of Show Me Your TDs versus Panda Express. 9 o'clock will feature the winner of Down with a Sickness versus Intoxicated going against the winner of Team Ace versus Team Rah Rah. 10 o'clock we'll see the winners of Dirty Tankers versus United Tankers going up against the winners of Show Me Your TDs and Panda Express. And then we will have the championship game on Friday evening.
And right after that Friday, we'll also have earlier that Friday evening, we'll have all of you guys that did not get picked. We'll have a match there for you guys. And then all of this is leading into. Well, it's going to open up registration up Monday for the 64 team 2v2 King of the Hill. So this is going to be happening Saturday. So Pants and 19 are both have to put their crown on the line.
Oh.
So excitement.
I'm kind of excited. I can't wait. I'm yearning for it again.
Yeah.
Once again, I just want to give a big shout out to everybody that came out tonight. For you guys who were drafted tonight, you will be given access to your team's channel. So I set up a private channel. That's where all the members were drafting from. I'm going to give everybody that was drafted access to that channel. Okay?
Well, so you already built this channel then, huh?
I did, yeah. You probably missed it the whole time. In fact, you can see everybody's channel.
I know, but I haven't looked at anybody's channel. Yeah, I don't want to see. I don't want to. Yet again, I am an honest human being. So, I guess now that means I can take a peek. What they picked. wondering what was all lighting up. I went,
Wondering what
"Oh,
was
yeah.
all lighting up.
Oh yeah. Don't look in there. In there. All right.
So what did you think, Cutter? You got any thoughts on this?
I think this is awesome, man. This is just going to turn out to just be a firefight, like I announced at the beginning, man. This is just, I really want to looking to see some brawls, man. We've got a few teams with just some incredible light tank drivers on there that, you know, good ridge snipers, and then some guys that can just get in there and put in work too. So it's definitely going to be quite a show coming up for everybody.
Oh, I definitely think so.
Also, fellas, I do apologize to everybody whose name I just absolutely trashed on the draft board. Just trying to get it as close as I can.
All right, everybody. Once again, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for coming out tonight and viewing. So you guys all have an idea of who you've been picked. You can look at the draft board and see what team you belong to until you get put into your channel. And then you can see the tankers you're going to be playing against. You're probably going to be playing against some familiar faces, a lot of you.
Great. Thank you so much, Pants, for everything that you do.
Oh, no problem at all. So here's a good situation. You got Virality going against Wayside, Rev going against Martin, Flutch and Flash, Patangi and Maximos, Baca and Just a Bacon, It's a Risk, the Juicy Dirk. These guys are all going head to head against each other.
Yeah, you're gonna have
it should be a good one.
Yeah, all of you know, having all of these top one almost. I know of at least all of the top 25. Almost all of them are playing that night. So I mean,
oh yeah,
if not in the top 100, I mean, you got so many people that are playing that are, you know, really good comp players, and you know, some of those people, they do solid numbers. I mean, you're going to have some home runners, the guys that typically throw up to 5,000, and then you got the guys that will, you know, not everybody on the team could be a home run swinger. I mean, so there's only so much damage that can be hit, you know, dealt out. So somebody that's willing to jump in there, take that shot, so you got, so this person can keep the other, you know, gun in the game, and some team players. So I know a lot of the guys I picked are really good team players. They swap out real good. You know, they're willing to dip their front end of their nose in to at least throw their track in the way, or, you know, or even willing to, all right, I'll give up 400 of my life to go ahead and take this round so my 183 can shoot, or my E4 can shoot. So pretty good picks. I mean, like they were saying,
absolutely.
Synergy of the team, that's like Sting was saying. It's going to be interesting to see all these guys play at the same time, all together at one moment in time.
Yeah, a lot of different interesting scenarios. You had Queveland sticking true to his roots with a lot of the Panda and Immortal players, and then you had a guy like Sticky just coming out and going after a lot of callers and a lot of sleeper picks.
And then, you know, a lot of people are going through and definitely have to Sorry, I just saw a meme. I'm like trying to figure it out. Any which way. So yeah, I also try to maybe possibly look for just not specialists, people that are
Yeah.
can be in a
Yeah.
medium tank as long as well as he could be in a heavy tank, just in case.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
See, a
then
peculiar pick. Who picked Cutter? What team did Cutter end up on?
Black Death.
On Black Death's team. So, one thing I want to point out there is he grabbed Cutter, who's an awesome caller and a notorious E4 player. He also grabbed another notorious E4 player, but if you watched the stream and you watched last night, this guy was also tearing it up in a bat chat in Dola.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of. Let's see here. Are we any good? Titan, you're in the wrong room, homie. But I didn't complete it because you're like, hey, I created a room for your team. And I'm like, really? So I was already in the middle of creating a room there on our Discord on WNF.
Oh. You already got one. It's called Down with the Sickness. You even confirmed it earlier.
Yeah. All I got to do is finish building it. Unless but you made me a room, so I don't have to do nothing then, I guess. Other than, here, why not?
That is correct.
There, they have 2 rooms they could talk in then. I don't know. There you go.
I gotta grab another soda before we wrap this up, so I will be right back in just a moment.
No problem.
That was a lot of talking to go without drinking.
Yes.
I'll be right back and we can wrap this up.
There we go. I don't know if any of these guys are on right now, but I might as well take them, I guess. People who are, if they're still watching the stream, I highly doubt it. Right. Oh, Tom Ace went to DP. Wow, that's a big pickup. Yep. Well, that's why, me dropping the F-bomb secret delete. But yet again, that's why it's listed as a mature stream. I'll admit, it slips out. Try to stay not be a potty mouth. Thank you, Mom.
All right.
I don't think I screamed I didn't. I know I kind of dropped one, but I don't think I screamed it. Remember hearing me say the F bomb?
I don't. I can't recall, but of course, I was so busy deleting names, putting people on the clock, and writing down tankers' names and team names and all that stuff that I was trying to do 5 things at once. And once again, I want to thank everybody for coming out.
Answering a whole bunch of people's little chat things in here.
Yeah, so just so people are aware, so what I had done before I had set this up, I'm just going to show you guys all the generic message that I had typed into each owner, and I made them respond to me, and I tagged each owner and confirmed that they were going to be available for the draft. This is the message that I just posted in Fantasy Nation that I sent out to all tankers that were team owners. Unfortunately, one guy, we did have an issue with one guy tonight. I did inform everybody that if they needed, I would tag them. And so I also get asked a question about pricing. So as far as in-game pricing goes, as of right now, there is no individual pricing to tankers. However, without really getting too far involved or into too much detail right now, in a way there will be a prize, but you're going to have to wait till it's over to see what that is. And I assure you, everybody that plays in this event, even the guys that were not drafted, as long as you show up and play, you are going to see the same type of prize. I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to say it'll be well worth it once you see what happens. So you just have to make sure to stay tuned.
Yes, a lot of good stuff coming down the pipe with this. It's all, how can I put it? It's well worth the wait and to find out. Exciting, and it's a new evolution in the way we play tanks on here. Wait, to meet. Elle said the F word. Elle said the F word. People are still chatting about. I'm getting it in private messages. Okay, how many episodes and hours have we done, and I haven't dropped one F-bomb before, so it's all good. I'm good, honey. Thank you. Well, I think we're going to call it that. What do you say?
I think so. I think that's it. I want to say thank you, everybody, for coming out and watching. And I also want to give a huge shout out to all the team owners that took the time out of their night on a Friday night to come out and do this. It means a lot to me for you guys to come out and do something like that. Thank you so much. And I also want to say thank you for all the players who signed up, all the players who have already played in the couple of combines we had. And also, I can't wait to see you guys in action starting Monday night at 8 p.m. Make sure you tune in, watch some of your teammates, cheer them on. And let's hear who's going to have the best team.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure it's Black Death. Just going to put that out there before we end.
Like that.
All right, guys. It was a lot of fun tonight, and I can't wait for tomorrow or Monday.
Yeah, tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, for everybody out there still listening, don't forget to tune into Wargaming's 24-hour live stream, 25 hours actually, due to daylight saving time. Yeah. You're going to be able to see Wednesday night fights and WCL go out and stream. 7F is going to be playing Immortals, DP, Nightmare, On Your 6, VGA, UGCC. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I did.
No, I think the team.
And there you have it. Yeah. NFTG, I missed NFTG. I'm so sorry. I missed NFTG. Will also be there.
Something missing. Like, wait a minute. I'm like, and there's something in the back end of my head was going, dude, it's your own team. All right. Well, yep. Everybody, check us out there. We'll be the 8 to 11 slot. We'll be here on this channel here, and then we're gonna have a tournament coming on, and then after that we're gonna have the road to the WCTs, the evolution of WCT, WCL. We're gonna talk about the Children's Miracle Network Hospital. We're gonna have a panel on that, and then the future of what WNF's brought to the table, and now what the future is from there, and then more discussion with the WCL and WNF guys, and it's going to be a great evening, and everything goes, you know, I'm going to be giving away tanks and codes and a whole bunch of different, I think there's t-shirts or swag, or I don't know what they're giving us. I know that it's codes, so not really, so give away some codes, just have a whole bunch of fun, and then don't forget, DWP is going to be on there with Rybot earlier in the day. So that's going to be super excited. You can go over there to the Wargaming channel. Let me put up that link really fast for you guys, though. This is the link that you'd all want to go to. Copy link. There you go. That's the link there. We're doing this all for extralife.org to help out Children's Miracle Network. Great causes for children, cancer, diabetes, and other researches. And then putting on a great stream and tournament at the same time. So, all right, guys, everybody coming out. Thank you for Pants for bringing this to us. He's such an awesome guy, and he's the man behind the plan on this. So I wouldn't be able to do it without him. So, and of course, Cutter, great friend, director of personnel for WNF, and an all-around good guy. So thank you both for coming out.
Always.
As always, my pleasure.
All right, guys. Everybody out there,